Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. This video is going to be about something that I was going to, and still will, incorporate into my daily cryptocurrency market news updates. We're going to start doing these daily. We're going to cover the past 24 hours of news within the cryptocurrency market. But this deserves its own video. This is absolutely huge. This is an article from Wells Fargo, which I believe is the third largest bank in the United States. So you can see Wells Fargo is third. You've got the Bank of America Corp, and you've got JP Morgan Chase and Co. above them. It's a pretty serious bank. You know, the third largest bank in America essentially have released an article called Digital Assets, A World of Possibilities. And what they mention here is very much in keeping from what we've been talking about for a while now on this channel. And that is the fact that crypto blockchain, which cryptocurrencies are born out of, is really a revolutionary technology. And Wells Fargo seems to be very much in agreement of this, talking about the internet of value and the internet of sort of information being the internet that we're talking over right now. But crypto is that kind of next level, that next generation internet, and the actual internet of value. So we're going to read through this just to reiterate again that, you know, Wells Fargo are the third largest bank in America. And they've released an article that to me is extremely bullish on the long-term prospects of the cryptocurrency market. You know, it's been a long belief of mine that blockchain is no different to the internet. It's no different to the car industry, the telephone industry, you know, the PC industry, and the kind of revolutions that they were. Blockchain is very much going to be a technology that I think is implemented in all our lives moving forward. And even though it's important for me to do videos like this, because even though I write short term, we might have a slightly bearish outlook, long term, you know, no one's more bullish on the crypto space than I am. The Digital Assets, A World of Possibilities, Wells Fargo Investment Institute, August 2020. By Global Investor Strategy Team. Key takeaways. Many expect digital assets to be the building blocks of the new internet, the internet of value. The internet of value will move forms of value around the globe, such as money, financial assets, and other personal valuables. The internet of value is likely to be disruptive to the world of finance, just as the original internet was to communications and information. Just talking about this already being a tech revolution that's going to have a big impact. Lots of people, I always get this. Okay, well, you know, what's the intrinsic value behind crypto? And it's really more the value behind crypto is the people using it. So look at Amazon, for example, right? What do they provide? They provide a service. They're essentially the middleman from a product to you, and they do it in a very efficient way. If you look at Ethereum or some of these smart contract blockchains, what are they providing? A service that you have to pay for, which eliminates any kind of human error. When we're talking about smart contracts, because there's a far wider scope to blockchains than just finance. You know, it really is a tech revolution, in my opinion. So what it may mean for investors, we believe that as the internet of value evolves, so will the possibilities and investment opportunities. You don't know what you don't know. And that's from Socrates, a bit of a philosophical quote. In the beginning, innovation can be very difficult to grasp because, as Socrates once said, you don't know what you don't know. So most of our digital assets and cryptocurrency write-ups over the past year have been focused on the detail, how the technology works, where cryptocurrencies came from, risk, opportunity, and the like. It helps at times, though, to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Today's publication is the fifth in our digital asset and cryptocurrency educational series. It aims to make sure newcomers see the bigger picture concepts before being buried in the detail. We'll begin with some simple definitions and why we believe that this industry is the new industry and it's worth investing in and taking the time to learn. Digital assets are most commonly referred to as cryptocurrencies. The reason is that Bitcoin, the first asset created in 2009, was designed to be digital currencies or digital form of cash. Many of Bitcoin's early competitors were designed to be digital currencies. The industry has since evolved and expanded, though other assets are now being digitalized, such as loans, securities, and smart contracts. To be as clear as possible moving forward, we will refer to this new innovation and industry as digital assets. We believe digital assets are a transformative transformative innovation on par with the internet, cars, and electricity. There we go. It's like they watch this channel, guys. You know, we've always said this for the longest period of time, that this really is a tech revolution. It's changing and revolutionizing a sector, multiple sectors in the case of the cryptocurrency market. Oddly, they may be one of the earliest transformative innovations to grasp at this early stage. The reason is that we have a present comparable, the internet. So it says the internet is comparable, and you know, they're going to get into this kind of concept of the internet of information and the internet of value in just a second. We'll continue to read it. Like I said, I was actually just going to incorporate this into my daily news update, but I thought, you know, this really does summarize where this space is going. I believe it's going to be a 10, 20, 30, you know, into the double-digit trillion dollar market class, asset class. You know, I really do believe that this is the new industry. So it goes on to read, the internet is a digital network that moves information around the globe. Digital assets, cryptocurrencies, tokens, etc. are the building blocks behind the new digital network that moves value around the globe, such as financial assets, intellectual property, and other valuables. The world will soon know two internets, in our opinion, the internet of information and the internet of value. Visual below. Most importantly, we believe the internet of value will be as transformative to the world of finance as the internet of information was for information and communications. It's talking about this being as impactful as the internet. So you can imagine where we are as a space and where we're potentially going. And you've got to think, you know, one of the biggest threats to the crypto market is regulations. Well, I would argue that Wells Fargo, being the third largest bank, just like BlackRock, who are getting involved in crypto, just like Citigroup, JP Morgan, all the big banks are getting involved, would be pretty clued up on regulations. You know, they're going to have one of the better understandings, having to work with these people in such close proximity, of the direction that regulations are going to go in. They wouldn't all be moving to accommodate crypto, and I don't think they'd have even allowed Bitcoin to survive this long if they planned on regulating out of society. I actually more think they're going to allow it to be an asset class, and you're going to get sort of Wall Street behind it, driving it. So the two internets, when discussed, the two internets with newcomers, we often hear questions about why the current internet of information does not move forms of value, such as money. Already, the answer is that idea was tried, but no attempt worked until Bitcoin was created in 2009. It was actually created in 2008. Each attempt failed for different reasons, but one main issue always stood out: security. So Bitcoin solved the puzzle. You know, it's why, even though I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, I think Bitcoin maximalists, for the large part, it's like kind of being a first computer maximalist. You know, you've got a smartphone in your pocket that is thousands of times the computing power that was. But I think the vision for Bitcoin was a very real one, and I do think it's to be admired, as it was kind of the forefather of all the cryptocurrencies that we currently have. The Internet of Information was built to move information, or even more specifically, copied information. When we send emails, pictures, and videos, we are sending copies, not originals. For the most part, copies are okay with information, but not the form of value like money. Making copies of money will ruin the value of money. It's what the Fed are doing at the moment. Money is valuable precisely because it is scarce and cannot be randomly copied. Imagine if everyone could print, and it talks about people printing $1 trillion and things being worth. So this is what Wells Fargo are envisioning. Okay, they're envisioning the internet of value, which came about then, and now the internet, the internet of information, and now the internet of value. You can see this is really the kind of gist of the overall article. They mention a number of cryptocurrencies here in regards to stablecoins, store of values, exchange tokens, utility tokens. Filecoin caught a real bid recently as well. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. Digital currencies, and then of course, you know, things like NFTs and so on. And it's really just referencing the metaverse along with CryptoPunks. So it's super interesting. And then it goes to show you that videos, pictures, and text is what you get on the current internet: money, loans, and securities. I mean, you know, this is really the way that I believe things are going. Now, I didn't want to read this whole article out to you, just simply because, you know, it's already gone on for 10 minutes, but I think you get the gist. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description to this article for anybody that's interested in reading it. This is huge, and it really, to me, confirms, my bias from 2017, 2018, that this is the new asset class, and is going to do very well. And I think we're just waiting on that regulatory clarity. In terms of price, we've got to wait for this little downturn to end, and it's away. So there's an amazing opportunity at hand, guys. If you've enjoyed this content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.